Welcome to the RS Nerd Herd podcast for Thursday, November 17th, 2022. I'm one of your hosts, Adam Baum, and on today's episode, the nerds will be discussing our thoughts on the Garden of Kharid, Premier Club, and the Jagex Game Jam. I hope you all are ready, and let's get into things. So, how's everybody doing today? We got a total of 4 members on the show today. Kelly isn't going to be able to join us again, but we got Runestar. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing pretty well, right? Having a good time watching the Vikings kicking some butt. What are we,
Oh,
8-1 now? Our football team here in Minnesota is doing really good.
Don't worry, they'll choke.
it's
Nope.
our season. Tony, you can go cheer for the Jets. Since you have time.
Touchdown Jets.
All right, and we got Tony here as well. Tony, how are things going?
Pretty good. Just been busy with work and holiday stuff, I guess, and doing some archaeology on RuneScape, and yeah, that's about it.
All right, and
How
how
about you,
about Thomas?
Thomas?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. How about you?
Well, I already answered that question.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no
That's
problem.
that's
Any,
rhetorical, That's what you're supposed to do. No, I'm kidding.
anything
I'm
new
doing
going on
well.
with you?
No, nothing too new. I think it was last weekend. After training agility for like 5 hours in Fresh Start Worlds and only getting 3 or 4 levels, uh, I kind of realized that my goals and aspirations in Fresh Start was not going to happen with the little amount of time I'll have to play throughout these holiday seasons. So I pretty much quit playing Fresh Start Worlds, and I'm just trying to get back to playing my hardcore Iron Man. I got 99 Herblore, my first 99 on the hardcore account.
Very nice.
So that's
Yeah,
about that's about where I'm at.
Yeah, I kind of hit the wall with it too. I was going for all 99s and I got sick for a while and that slowed things down and then it just kind of like I just didn't have the urge to get back on the scape when I wasn't feeling well, so it's like I missed a bunch of time and now I'm thinking I'm just going to grab a couple of the 99 capes that I really wanted like the Slayer one and mining and maybe archaeology and just
Yeah,
settle for that, not really go for 99 and anything else, but I've been trying to at least use up as much of the double XP time as I can on my main. Try to get that as close to 200 mil fishing as I can.
I think if they were to do Fresh Start Worlds again, I might participate this time. But we'll see, I guess, in the future if they end up doing it again or not.
Yeah, I like to see
Some
them.
of those inverted master capes look pretty cool. The Slayer one looks really nice.
mhm.
Yeah, I'd like to see them bring it out again. I wouldn't mind trying it out and maybe going about it a different way, not going for like a 200 mil right off the bat because that was soul crushing. When I finished that, I almost wasn't even sure like how to play the game anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you got your Halo out of it. I do need to get on and play a little bit of Fresh Starts and get the last 3 Halo fragments for the Ring of Returning Halo.
Yeah, I'm
And
still gonna get aim for those two.
that does bring up a question that I had, and I don't remember. It's been a while since we looked at it, but does anyone remember? Is that tradable or is that stuck to that account?
That's tradable as well.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, I'll go pick that up because it's only 3 fragments left. I'll just do some quests and get it and call it call it done. I did cancel the membership already. I do hope that if they come out with Fresh Start Worlds again, that they somehow figure out a way to incorporate it into your current membership. I don't like having another account.
Yeah,
Not
I
not
totally agree.
necessarily not even necessarily your current membership, but maybe your current account where you I don't know, pay a little bit more to play it or something. I don't know. If you don't want to start a new account. I get like they want to get people back into the game and stuff like that, but I also rather would just play on my account, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, most people have um like at least two accounts. I would think most people at least more than one,
Hmm.
and then having to purchase like another membership, or even like all these people that are buying membership for accounts just for cosmetic stuff. Like you're only paying membership for that account until you get your item and then you're probably not going to play on it anymore.
Yeah. It's
Does
not
that
even.
make it
I know we've discussed that in
financially?
the past.
Does that make it financially feasible for Jagex to do it then? Like,
Yeah. For me, it's not even about the membership. It's just that it's another email account I created, another account that's just going to sit there and I'm not going to play it again.
right?
I wouldn't mind paying, $7 extra or whatever it is, $10 extra a month to play this particular game mode on my current account, on my current email address, rather than having to start another email address, another Jagex account
Yep.
just to play this thing and then let it sit there. And if they start it again, I can't use that one that I just used now. I'd have
Yeah,
to
because
start a whole
those
nother
will be
one.
getting transferred over. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you
So
can. The other benefit to that is you don't create like a secondary market for any of the achievements. Is if it's tied to your main account, you can very easily just transfer all the rewards that you earn over to the main account without it having it any type of trading and like black market
yeah.
options going on. I think that would just like create a bit more of a like I said,
Yeah.
less of a market for these rewards. People wouldn't have to create 13 accounts to try to make a bunch of money.
Yeah. Overall, I'm happy with the experience. I think it was worth the money I paid. It was a fun experience starting fresh and getting into a new economy, playing with, the fresh economy, fresh accounts with boosted experience. It was worth the money and the time to begin with. I didn't plan it well. It was my fault, and I know that I don't have time now that holiday season's coming up. So.
Oh yeah, with holidays coming up, like I still want to play the new God of War that just came out. New
Oh yeah.
Pokemon games are coming out. We have, like you said, holidays. We have road
Family
trip that
event.
we're gonna do. Like so much coming up. I just not enough time.
Mhm.
All right. So with that, we have some updates that we're going to be discussing here. One of them is where's the Garden of Kharid update. So I'm gonna pull that up here real fast. But the Garden of Kharid is like a farming, a herb farming, a thieving, and a rune crafting area all combined into one. Let's see here. All right, so for this update, we've got a new farming herb patch that was added along with a new reward shop. So if you talk to politics, they will. It's an NPC in the just north of Het's Oasis
Yep.
that will give you a daily herb to grow from your different patches. And if you have that herb, you get bonuses. Otherwise, you just get a set amount based on the level requirement for the herbs that you grow. And as you gather points from growing the right herbs, you can unlock new permanent bonuses, like being able to plant up to 10 herb seeds in one patch, which doesn't give you 10 times the herbs, but it increases the yield of each of your herbs up to, I think it starts out at default 3 herbs guaranteed if you don't use any type of compost, and if you get up to 10 seeds at a time, it's 15 guaranteed. So if you're using super compost, it's up to 17 herbs you're guaranteed to get per patch, which if you're trying to get those herblore levels, it's quite a bonus to get. But with that, they also removed the herb drops from bosses. So herbs have been replaced with seeds at bosses now. So I kind of want to get everyone's opinion on that update. Do you think it's a good thing that they removed grimy herbs from the loot from bosses, or would you rather have them kept it in?
I think I would have liked to see them maybe do a split. I guess maybe like because now I've done the farming daily herb thing a few times, and like now I'm trying to like now it's like I've depleted all my seeds, and I would have like 300-400, which I thought was a lot before this update, but now it's like when you're planting 7 seeds at a time, you go through them very fast. But now I'm trying to like figure out like how how to get more seeds, at like a efficient rate, I guess. So I think I would have liked to see some herbs still being dropped to kind of balance that out, I guess.
Mhm.
But
Could just be like a balancing issue then, that maybe some of the bosses maybe they just need to drop more seeds in order to just like
yeah,
maybe
I
they
mean
just don't
that's
have the balance quite right.
yeah, maybe, and I mean that's probably part of the, playing as an Iron Man too, like try to figure out efficient ways to gather those seeds and stuff like that. Like, if I was a main account, I could just buy them too.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
Personally, I really like the idea, and I guess that also comes from being a main, is that I don't have an issue just buying them, but I do like the yields, being able to just, what is it, 17 a patch, or like at that point you're starting to guarantee to get 20 to 25 if you have like all the boosts possible. Like that's quite a bit of herbs to be getting. Some of the other upgrades too are like the speedy growth, which skips the first stage of the herb patch, so you can get herbs every 60 minutes now. And so you can be doing a herb run every hour where you're getting over 100. It's like that's a lot of potions you can start to make. So I
Yeah, the one nice thing is the incense sticks too. Like when you die, you don't lose your incense sticks stacks or whatever, for people who PVM. So it's kind of, it gives an incentive for people who just PVM to come here at least and buy that reward.
yeah, so the other rewards I didn't mention were the bountiful harvest, which increases the harvest from grapevines, bushes, cacti, and fruit trees. There's the quick sense, which increases the speed at which you craft incense sticks. There was the everlasting incense, which Tony just mentioned, is a buff that doesn't remove the incense stick effects after you die. And then there's a title, and the last one was a buckets are no longer required for compost from compost bins, which gets us into the other update that came out with this, is that the compost bins are now combined across the world, and you can store up to 1,000 unprocessed compost in a bin at a time instead of the typical, what was it, 20 or something like that.
It's a thought. I didn't even know it was that high. Holy cow!
Yeah, it can be 1,000, and it can be multiple types too. So it can be regular compost or super compost. It'll make them both. It won't just degrade it to the lowest type of compost anymore. So if you just keep throwing your pineapples or whatever you're using for your compost every day, yeah, it can hold up to 1,000.
Hmm. That's
So
nice.
yeah, I really like that change. That makes it much more convenient than trying to remember which bins I have that's full. At least on Fresh Start Worlds, that was one of my biggest issues. Was trying to like grow enough, get enough compost for all the things I was growing. A couple other changes they added with it. Nightshade is the belladonna seeds are now called Cave Nightshade patches and Cave Nightshade seeds, just to try to clear up some confusion there. Um, what was some of the other ones? I know there was a couple more. Um, oh, the diseased farming patches, they no longer die. They stay in a diseased state until you cure them. So for tree runs, there's a lot less reason now to pay for tree protection if you even were before. But now you don't have to worry about trees dying, which I think is really great.
Yep.
Not throwing away money or experience there. The other two types of training methods in this patch, it wasn't just farming, was thieving and rune crafting. And so they added two new types of NPCs. They're the, what is this? The Crux call Druids and the Crux call Warriors that have a level 42 and 83 thieving. And along with really competitive XP rates, they added in a couple new items called Catalytic and Elemental Anima Stones, which are used in the rune crafting bit of the update, where if you have these anima stones with you. While you runecraft, they increase the runes you make per essence by 2. So if you, for example, you normally make air runes for whatever reason at 99 and you're making what, like 10 of them or something, the rune essence buff would give you an extra 2 more, so you'd be making 12. So and that the elemental ones obviously work for the elemental runes: air, water, fire, and earth, and the catalytic stones work on all the others: the mind, body, chaos, astral, soul, law, that kind of stuff. So they give you 2 extra whenever you use it. So if you're in the market for thieving experience, that's where you get those right now. The animal stones will be added into the game later to other loot tables, but that's the only way to get them for now. What do you guys think about that? Do you like that kind of change to rune crafting?
I think that'll help with some of the blood rune costs that people have been probably experiencing with with the new staff eating up your blood runes and stuff like that. But I've done some of the pickpocketing on those warriors, and the what would you say the it was level 83 for the higher tier one?
Yes, it was. Let's see,
I mean with
42 and 83. Yeah.
yeah, with 99 thieving and I was wearing like the thieving uh outfit or whatever, like I was still getting caught like 4 out of 5 times. Like it just seems like they have a high uh it's like a low success rate or something with those. Like
Hmm.
it wasn't even viable for me to do it because I was getting caught over and over.
I can't speak from experience because I haven't tried them out, but I know there's been people posting guides on how to do thieving from the area without ever getting caught, which was giving like near um, safe tracking rates of XP.
Okay. A lot of
I'm
people
not.
were using the Saren spells for it too, like the
Yeah,
crystal form, I think, and
it was
maybe I just
pretty much using every possible buff you can, but there, from what I was hearing, you can get it so you almost never get caught. But one of the changes with that as well in the thieving update is that now all pickpocketing has the sticky fingers relic perk, or which was that you automatically keep picking until you get caught with one click, so you don't have to keep right clicking and pickpocket from like NPCs anymore. So
So nice.
yeah, it's going to make it a lot less tedious, especially at lower levels.
Hmm.
the elite thieving outfit already did that, didn't it?
It did.
It did, yeah. The
They changed. They changed that perk though. It does something else now on the elite outfit.
yeah, so the
Okay.
two things that they changed, because the Sticky Fingers relic now doesn't have that buff, they added a the rate that you pickpocket is 50% faster, and the
That's good.
Master Camo outfit increases the chance of success, and you have a stun avoidance with it. And also with that, the Desert Phoenix no longer requires you to complete the hard desert task to pick its feathers. So they've kind of just they made thieving just a little bit, I think, better across the board in my opinion.
I agree. Absolutely.
All right, so that's pretty much it for the Garden of Kharid update. We also have the Premier Club, which has come back around, where you can pay for 12 months of membership and get it at a discounted price, along with some extra bonuses like a Demon Hunter armor set and a Stalker pet, along with the usual bonuses of extra loyalty points, extra bank space, um, like a month of double keys. There's a whole list RuneScape uh, on the RuneScape homepage if you want to look at every single thing they offer. But I just kind of wanted to ask you guys: do you guys plan on getting Premier Club? Or so, for example, 12 months of it right now is 80 USD. So it's not a bad price for 12 months.
I absolutely plan on getting it. Absolutely. On
Yep.
multiple accounts.
Multiple
Definitely.
counts, okay.
In my hardcore and my Iron Man. So
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it on my main and probably on the iron that we all have, since I don't see a reason not to if I'm already going to pay for a year. The only issue with doing it on my main is right now it's actually cheaper for me to do pay month to month, but because I'm still grandfathered in for the original price of $5.
You know what you should do, Adam? Is all those items that Tony's been giving you from his Raksha drops is sell them into bonds and buy bonds and just do your main account bonds.
Yeah.
Because I think you can buy the premier package with bonds. I think it's 40 bonds total though, so it would be very expensive.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if they list it here. How much it would cost in bonds. I think it was 40 was the price last time. Um, yeah, I'm not. I don't think they have it listed here on their page
Oh, here
right
you
now.
can get 12-month premier membership for 20 bonds. So you
Really?
can get it for 20 bonds. That's actually not that bad of a deal. If you can manage to scrape together, what's that, 500 mil? No, a billion. Close to a bill, right? Bonds are almost 60
Yeah,
mil
so
right
like
now.
1.2 bill.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
That's honestly, it's not. That's not bad really at all. That's just a couple drops from Crocious, and which we were talking about later. Some of the changes that happened there, but
Wait, what?
yeah, some changes that happened there.
Oh
But
no.
Buffs?
they're for the good. No need to worry.
He's still OP.
Oh yeah, he's still OP. He's great. But yeah. So then you get the artifact boost, which gives you like a 10% boost for like an hour a day or something. But I don't know. If you plan to play the game for a year, if you're one of the new people who joined from Fresh Start Worlds and are thinking about continuing your membership, really, really look at getting the Premier Club at least. Even if you only do it for like the 6 month, it's absolutely worth it to join the Premier Club because the bonuses you get are going to really help your account level quicker and just be like even just getting the loyalty point boost to get auras is gonna be super helpful and it's cheaper.
Absolutely. Yep, it's cheaper for the year. It's a fantastic price for the whole year. Absolutely. I like the loyalty points because you almost always have something to spend loyalty points on, even if it's just cosmetic stuff. So.
Yep. And this little side note, this is something that this happened alongside some of these updates, but the Oddman store got a little update where you can only buy 10 keys a day now. So maybe this is more of a reason to try to get this since they give you extra keys for having Premier Club if you're someone who really likes the gamble and open up treasure hunter chests. So
Hey,
yeah,
you're
that's
promoting gambling.
Laser shark.
Not financial advice.
it's not financial advice at all. All right, and so for our last little bit, we had the October Game Jam that Jagex did, where the developers went and just kind of had their own fun, making their own updates to the game that they'd like to see, and so they have a whole list on the RuneScape developer diary page, and I just kind of want to highlight a couple of ones that I think I'd really like to see. So the very first one they mention, and the one that I think is probably going to get the most use if it comes into the game, is aura pausing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Except for the Green Fingers aura, it would allow auras to be paused while you are logged out of the game.
That's kind of nice. The green fingers only last for 20 minutes, so that I understand.
Yeah, it.
I think that's balanced.
Yep, and I know a lot of people have the issue of wanting to like activate, I don't know, vampirism or something, but maybe they can only like play in a 30-minute stint here and maybe a 30-minute stint in like a few hours. So it's like they have to waste half the aura. And it's just nice to be able to know like, oh, if I log out, I have to go, something comes up, I can come back and my aura is still going to be there. It's a small quality of life update, but I think it has a huge benefit and almost no drawbacks.
Mhm.
What about
I
the
see, I know drawback
What?
from. Go ahead, Tom.
what about Jack of Trades aura? Like, get X number of skills, experience, and X number, or like a certain amount of time.
But I
Like,
think you have
you-
like 2 hours for that. I think.
It's 3 hours, but
Oh, it's okay.
but you can just pause it and basically take 24 hours then to get
Yeah,
it done.
pretty much.
Sure,
3 hours of playtime.
but
Right.
with that one, the benefit comes with completing it and just
Right.
being done with it, not really extending it out over time. So like if you went over the day reset, I'm assuming when you log in, sure the aura is going to be active, but it's probably not going to help you because you'll miss a day.
Right.
So yeah, that was the first one that I
Okay.
thought was really cool. I hope we get to see that one. That's coming from Mod Frosh. I hope I said that right. I hope we get to see that because that sounds really cool. Um, Shout out to Mod Stu, Ictalarn's little helper quest improvement. I did that quest on Fresh Start Worlds and the traps on the floor, not being able to see them, needing to go and collect extra items. That quest's just out of date. Kind of cool to see it getting updated.
Yeah.
Oh, this one I think sounds cool. I don't know how much practical use it is, but I'll put it up to you guys. Hear what you guys have to say. The cross-world presence. So this is Mod Sammy and Mod Asher's vision. The idea is that when you're in certain areas of the game, like the Grand Exchange, you see other players on other worlds. So
Wow.
places feel more crowded and you can talk and interact with them. The only thing you wouldn't be able to do is trade. So you would have to switch to their world to trade, but you could still see them and see anything they're saying.
I don't. I guess I don't know how well that their client will be able to like support that, because when you're in like crowded areas, like you're, people have all their legendary pets out and stuff like that. Like
Well,
it
that I'm
puts
not sure
like
if it would show legendary pets. It says at this point it shows players, but
okay,
I
as if it showed all that, then I could see people like purposely trying to like slow down like people's computer or whatever, like more than people already do.
yeah,
People that like light 60
Fire
fires
line.
or whatever at the uh that training area in Lumbridge that people go, or like for
yeah.
the porters or whatever. Yeah.
From what it sounds
Portables,
like is
yeah.
you just see a remote version of the player and their dialogue, and you can like dance with them and stuff. But I don't think you would see like the things on the floor or the pets or anything like that. So it would just kind of be like, yeah, an open chat room essentially, so you can see people trading items or just make the world feel more live. But I don't know. I don't think it has a ton of like uh, extreme uses, but I think it's a cool idea if you're a new player and you're playing on a dead or a small world, that the world still feels active at like some of these major hubs, like the
Yeah, that
Wars
makes sense.
Retreat and stuff.
Yeah. Overall, I like the idea. I mean, obviously they'll have to address some concerns like Tony was bringing up if people are out there lighting fires, just trying to leg down the game, or with all their familiars out, they might have to make the Grand Exchange no legendary familiars and stuff like that, which I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure.
It's weird.
But
It's like you can't summon them within a certain area, but they kind of
yeah.
stay active if you walk away and bring them up. It's
Okay.
yeah,
But
but
I mean, they'll have to address some concerns, but I think in general, it would make the game feel kind of like it did way back, way back in the old days when you had people almost at every bank you went to, everywhere you went, there was people.
yeah, and or
Uh,
people selling like World 2 at like
yeah.
West Varrock or
Oh,
just
yeah.
or the Falador Garden or whatever. I think that's the part I think is the coolest to me, is that you wouldn't have to be in that world to see the trade chat going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it should be a toggleable option as well. Um, like whether your character's shown across domains or whatever. Or whether you can see cross domain characters, cross world characters. Because I for one, when I go to the Grand Exchange, I don't necessarily want to see all of World 2 there, you know.
That's true. I
So
understand that too, where
if
it
it's
could
like,
also be annoying.
Most
if
of
it
that I'm assuming would be though like like party hat trading and stuff like that. I would assume like I doubt you'd see too many people trading like selling lobsters or selling shark or whatever.
Oh
Like
no, you wouldn't. But
probably be like high end rare items in the game, I would think.
Yeah, until the GE update comes out where the max cash is max cash squared.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so this was the one I hinted at earlier, the Croesus quality of life update from Mod Desert. Thank you, Mod Desert, for this one because because I really love just the idea of all of these right now. But so the first one I don't understand. Maybe you guys can tell me what you think it means, but preventing auto collect running under most circumstances. I'm thinking that means when you click to like auto collect from something and then you try to stop and do something else, your character doesn't stop and they continue to stand there in the smoke and get you killed. But
Like Vindicta.
I know you have trouble with that. I don't know why. But like I just think of the hunter one where I click on the hunters to catch the butterflies or whatever, and I click to run like to move away to run around to the next one, and it stays on the same one. And I have to like click 3 times to get my character to actually move. I think that's
Yeah.
what it's referring to, but I might be wrong.
I have that problem with Carapac. Trying to like just click once underneath his feet so you can avoid uh his like
Fire.
is one of his mechanics where he opens up like a time warp and you take like magic damage. If you're standing on the same tile as him before he slams his staff to the ground, you don't get that mechanic. But sometimes you'll click more than once and then you end up like clicking on him, or I click once and my character doesn't want to move.
Yep. So yeah, I'm assuming it's something like that, but someone in the comment section if they have a better idea, correct me if I'm wrong there. The other bit of the update, the scavenger legendary pets, Seedicide and Charming Imp no longer try and succeed at taking the boss loot and putting it in your backpack. So I can use my preset that has the Charming Imp and I don't get my bag filled with charms I don't want. That was one of the most annoying things about that because I'd always have to remember, oh, gotta take my Charming Imp off or have it destroy the charms because they'd go into my bag before they went into the chest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, a couple of the other ones, examine of statues and storages show more information. So I'm going to assume they're going to tell you how many items are in there now. You can rot the fungus without it interrupting your actions. And you can now bladed dive onto skilling nodes. So you don't have
Oh,
to try to
nice.
bladed dive one tile away and then click on it.
That's so nice.
That's kind of cool. That'll help for Corrosis.
Yeah, well, that's what this is. Croesus
Yeah.
quality of life updates. Yeah. um. So again, thanks to Mod Desert for those. Hopefully we get to see them. Some Mod Sponge has a combat consistency update, and there wasn't a lot in here that like really like set me off. I guess there's some like they fixed some like odd ways things were calculated that didn't give exactly the right amounts of buff increases. But one of the things they did mention that I thought was really cool, they removed some outdated exceptions to buffs, such as Salve Amulet not working against Barrow's brothers, and the Dark Light not working against Krill. So, makes sense that they should, since they are undead and demons. But they weren't doing it because they were, I'm assuming, too powerful. But they said, screw it, let it work.
Yep, Power Creep's gone far enough anyway. So.
Yeah, I'm totally
bringing
okay
a
with
dark
that.
light though. Yeah.
I'm sorry,
You
what was
would
that?
think the most. I was gonna say, who's bringing a dark light though to like Krill?
I mean,
Isn't
if
that
you're
like?
doing it with melee, it works as like a tier 90 or whatever. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Also, they looked at the Berserker auras, and there would be a small rework which would involve extending the duration to an hour. Um, ensuring damage boost is now applied while damage boosting ultimates are active, like Sunshine. And removing the stat boost, removing the accuracy boost. I don't know what that means, but I like the idea of extending them to an hour and making them work with ultimates. Sounds good. I'd like to see that. So Mod Sponge, hopefully we can get some of your combat consistency updates in here. There's a couple other ones like being able to play board games at the Grand Exchange and in bars by Mod Luma. Cool idea. Don't think it'll get that much use. That's like playing what was it, Connect 4 or whatever. The
Can we
board
play
games.
dice?
What's that?
I said, can we play dice?
No. It's basically bringing the Berthorpe game room to a bunch of different locations like Valador Party Room and Grand Exchange and stuff. So, I think there was one more that I didn't talk about. Where was it? Oh, the update to the Wandering Gaul mini quest. They got rid of all the extra bloat to it, where you had to have a certain amount of obsidian charms or obsidian shards in your backpack, and you couldn't have any other obsidian armor equipped in order to find the invisible Gaul. They got rid of all that extra stuff and just made it easier to figure out. So sounds cool. Hopefully someone finds some use for it. I don't think it's the most important update to the world, but I mean it's. I guess you don't need to go to the Wikipedia page now to figure it out. That's good.
Yeah.
But with that pretty much finishes us up for the day. Last thing we have to do is play our game of 20 questions, and this time, Tony has picked our NPC. So, Tony, are you ready to lead us in our game of 20 questions?
I am.
All right. Well, I'll go last. You guys, Runestar and Thomas, you can take the first couple questions. I don't care what order.
First of all, I got a rule question. Did we change the rules last time where we can't run around
Absolutely
in
not.
RuneScape? Okay.
We didn't change no rules.
Okay, alright. We can still look around in game with our characters.
Yeah, as long as we don't waste too much time. Like,
Sure.
yeah, we have to at least keep it moving.
Tom, you got a first question?
You go first.
Okay. Is this NPC humanoid?
Yes.
All right.
Is this? Oh yeah, go. You go.
Is this NPC free to play only?
No.
Dang it, I asked the wrong question.
So because of the way that question was right, I almost want to ask a very similar version. Let's see.
The one I should have asked.
Is this NPC west of White Wolf Mountain?
I believe so. Hold on, let me look.
Oh boy.
I feel like
west. You said west of White Wolf Mountain?
yeah. So west of White Wolf Mountain would be anything like west of Taverley.
Nope, it's not.
Okay.
I don't know why I thought it was.
So I feel like it's somewhere within like that Edgeville to Taverley range. But
Is this NPC male?
Yes.
Okay.
Quit taking my good questions. Is this NPC one that we can trade with?
Yes.
Is this NPC in Edgeville?
No.
Right. NPC can trade with, not in Edgeville. Male.
How many questions is that?
6.
Okay.
Huh. Is this NPC in a city?
Yes.
In a city that you trade with. Not west of Taverley.
Not west of Taverley. Not in Edgeville. Is this NPC north of the Wilderness Wall?
Nope.
Ooh, that'd have been a good one.
It's not really too many. Yeah.
Is this NPC west of the River Lum?
I don't.
That's the river that runs from like the wilderness, the Zamorak Mage, all the way down past Edge or Lumbridge.
West of it, you said?
West
West
of it.
of the left side. Just kidding.
Yep. Yeah.
It is west of there.
Yep.
Oh wow.
All right, so east of White Wolf Mountain, west of the River Lum.
All right.
And it's not west of Taverley.
So,
Yep.
Yeah.
is this NPC part of a quest?
No. Not that I read on Wiki.
Okay. Well, Wiki's pretty accurate with that stuff. They'll tell you if they're even just
What about
dialogue. So.
Tony? What about your memory of doing all the quests?
I have done all the quests. I was
Space
comp.
bar? Oh my goodness.
I'm a
gracious
space bar
me.
quester. But no, he's not part of a quest. Not that I read anywhere.
All right, so that, and we know it's in a city.
That's
So that
halfway.
so that gives us Berthorpe, Taverley, Gunar's Ground, I guess. Draenor, Falador, Remington.
Port Surin.
Port Surin, yeah. I mean, I guess you might try to you could argue Entrana and Brimhaven maybe, but no, not Brimhaven.
Well,
Nope.
why not? We're talking about Tony here.
Yeah.
I think I picked a good one.
What do you call that body of water that is like where Port Surin is? Like that little port south of there.
Mudskipper Point?
No, like is it
I don't think the water has a name.
okay.
No.
So I guess basically is this NPC on the mainland of what we consider like Falador, Draenor versus Brimhaven and
Yes.
Karamja.
So
Okay.
yeah, Kingdom of Asgardia.
There we go. That's a better way to ask.
All right, I gotta ask: is
Kingdom of-
this NPC in? I'm gonna ask Falador.
Yes.
All right, we got Falador, boys. That's 9.
No, that was 12.
Was it 12? Okay.
Yeah.
I was doing the Wildy Flash event, so I was trying to like count how many questions you guys were doing and pay attention to that.
Which was the flash event? Which one was it?
It was the mining one.
Dang, you didn't even say anything. I'm just kidding.
I didn't want to stray away from our thing.
No big deal. 13. Thomas.
There's an archaeology skill training dummy now.
Not part of a quest. Huh.
Wow. I read the wiki page like twice before we started this, and it doesn't say anything about that person being part of a quest. So hopefully that doesn't
It's okay.
throw you off. I can't find anything.
Is this person a dwarf?
No.
Okay.
Didn't we?
It was
Human-
humanoid, but
I said humanoids. Yeah.
That was your question.
I know, but dwarfs are humanoids.
Oh,
see,
Adam's not a human.
I know Tony, and I don't think he would
Yeah.
would consider it humanoid. But you're right,
What?
it is.
A skeleton is a humanoid.
You're right. I'm trying to say this in the nicest way possible. I'm not trying to be mean.
No, that's fair.
Adam, you're not a human. You're a dwarf. You don't count.
Oh my.
I'm a hobbit, man. Get it right.
Yeah.
You see my feet?
I have. Nice shoes.
Thank you. All right, we have what, 7 more?
right.
You guys have narrowed it down to the city.
Yep.
I have an idea, but
Well, I think I have an idea too.
I don't know what to ask. Let's see. It
Could I mean, you guys could ask, like, you guys haven't asked, like, what gender they are yet. You just
Yeah,
have
we
to
said
say.
sounds like
man.
you've said he. If
Oh,
you
yeah.
said-
No, I asked.
Oh, yeah,
is
you did.
Is he man?
Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, it is a.
Man.
Okay,
Giving us-
it is a he.
quit cheating. Okay. So is this NPC located on the castle
Island.
island? Yeah, in between
Nope.
the moat there. Okay.
All right. Is this NPC? We said that they do have a trade option. Was that one of them we asked?
Yep. Well, he does trade.
Yeah.
He
Not
does.
necessarily that he has trade options. Sometimes you have to talk to people to get them to trade.
Yep. Is this NPC?
I know it is.
I mean, if I ask that, I might as well just guess the NPC.
You
Yeah.
should.
Is the NPC Herquin?
Nope.
Right, it's not the gem trader.
Well, I'm guessing it's the guy just a little bit south of him.
I'm gonna guess the person as well. Unfortunately, what are
Do
we
it.
at? You just used 15, so I'm using 16. Is this Party Pete?
Yes.
All right, nice job.
I thought that would be pretty good because
It was.
you can
It was
buy
really good.
you can buy afros from him and that's it. But nobody probably buys them anymore.
That little was me realizing that you could trade him for afros because Chad used to buy the stupid afros.
Him and his damn blue shorts.
Yeah, I was like, oh wait, that's Party Pete, isn't it?
Yeah, I was looking and I was like, he trades one thing and it's something that people probably don't even know,
Realize, yeah.
we know because we played the game for too long, but new players might not know.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Party Pete. For those of you who don't know, he sells afros.
Go buy one. 50 GP.
He's got a whole supply of them. They're all different colors.
All right. Well, it looks
Well,
like
what was that? 16 questions to get it?
16.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
that
bad.
was a good one.
that was a good.
Much-
That was a. I think it was a nice middle ground there for difficulty. We're gonna have to kick it up a notch though on the next one.
We're gonna have to have Kelly get on here then and get some
No,
mix-ups on where they're located.
I don't know.
Mixed up.
No, see, I feel like hers was. I'll give it to her that it was in Lumbridge only because the wiki says it is, but according to world landmarks, I would disagree.
I can't remember where her NPC was. It Fred the Farmer?
No, it was the
Beefy Bill.
Yeah, Beefy Bill.
And where is he?
He's south of the Champions Guild.
He's just north of the windmill in Lumbridge, but not really in Lumbridge. The windmill's in Lumbridge. He's
Yeah.
He's
north
on the
of that.
other side of the bridge, which is to me is like you crossed over into Varrock territory. But
No, he's not. He's not on the other side of the bridge.
see that?
No, he's just north of the windmill. He's like just behind it, basically.
So on the Gilnor map, like south of River Lum, I guess, like in between there and the general store.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, you see
that's
that?
closer to
see
to Varrock almost than Lumbridge.
It is closer for sure.
Yeah, you
Just
see
a
where
little
that
fence
it
line.
actually says on the world map, general store. He is the
Yeah.
general store there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's way closer to Varrock than Lumbridge.
And see, like right at that gate there, like just south of him, there is a
Yeah.
sign that says Varrock North and points directly at him.
Yeah.
True, but that's
But
more like a directional arrow than it is like
it
a.
is. That is true.
Heck,
line.
he's even almost like this equal distance from Draenor to Lumbridge, like almost right in the middle between both of them.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's
Yeah. But she was
But-
going off of what the wiki said, and the
yeah,
wiki
and the
said
wiki
yeah.
on
100%
page,
says Lumbridge, so she was right.
on
I was
his
just
page.
arguing to argue because I find it funny.
Yeah. On his page it says that, and if you go to his shop page,
it
it
doesn't.
says it's in Varrock.
Yeah. So his shop page says Varrock, but he is the shop and he's in Lumbridge.
So a little confusion there.
That's a gray area.
It's a gray area. Yes.
But
Adam's
that's
gonna have a conversation with the person who said Lumbridge on Wiki.
yeah.
Or
We're
just
gonna.
change it himself.
I'll go
Yeah.
in there and change it. Ugh. But that's gonna do it for us. I hope you guys had a good time listening to the podcast. Let us know your favorite updates from the previous month in the comments below. And if you like the content you're hearing, make sure to subscribe to the video so you can get more whenever we come out with new episodes of the Nerd Herd podcast. And with that, we'll all see you later. Have a good one.
Bye.
See ya.